Hi guys, welcome to day 8 of our challenge. I'm really sorry I couldn't show up yesterday. I was extremely busy. But here we are today. Let's get right into business. So on today's episode, I'm going to be showing you how to achieve that flawless brows with just few products. So the first product on the list you need is your powder palette. Your powder, either palette or single powder. Then you need your concealer palette or a single concealer. Even your foundation, you can still use your foundation. So the next thing, this is called Brotem. In the absence of this, you can use your age control. Then I'm going to be using Davis pencil for this tutorial. This is Davis pencil in color 3 and color 18. Then I'll use mouse poly brush. This is my angle brush, my powder brush, and transition brush or blending brush. So that is all I'm going to be using for this class today. So let's get right into it. Okay, so I feel like this is clear enough. So the first thing first you do is you carry your spoolie brush, you brush your brows using the Brotem. But if you don't have this Brotem, you can use your edge control. It works the same way. The essence of the Brotem is to help your brows to lie well. You can see this side that I've applied the Brotem, and this other side that I did not apply. This side is looking scattered, but here is looking well arranged. So that is the essence of the Brotem or edge control, depending on what you are using. So you do the same thing to the other side of the brows. You press it down, following the way your brows is. You brush it upward, just like this. So that is the first step. So the next thing that you do is to go in with your powder, your shade of powder on the brows. This is my powder, so this is what I'm using. You press it down. This will help to absorb the oil from that Brotem or edge control. Your brows should be dried down like this before you start drawing. You do the same thing to the other side. Please, whatever you do this side, you do the same this other side. Press it down like this. Make sure that your brows is dried, just like this, before you start drawing your brows. I hope we are following. The next thing is to go in with our pencil. Remember, I'm with color 3. This is color 3. Color 3 is the dark shade, while this one is the lighter shade. This is color 18. So I'm going to go in with my pencil. You make sure that it's sharpen or sharp, whatever it is. But make sure that your pencil, the mouth is looking like this. Yes. So make sure it's well sharpened. Remember, I'm starting with the darkest color, the darkest number, shade, whatever. So after sharpening your pencil like this is color 3, remember. So what you do is, under your brows, there's what they call brow bone. If you touch here, everybody has it. Make sure your brows is above the brow bone, like this. You start as if you are drawing a straight line under your brows. That's what it should look like. Then when you want to do the upper side, you don't start from here. Remember, your brow should start here from the beginning of your eyes. This is where your arc should be. Your arc should be here, and your brow should end here at the end of your eyes. So when you are done drawing this straight line under your brows, when you want to draw the upside, you don't start here, you start somewhere here. Hope you are following. Because remember, the beginning of your brows should be very natural. This place should be very as natural as possible. So you start here, you join here with your arc, you take it down, you join here. Then when you are done your color 18, the same thing, please sharpen it very well. This is what the mouth looks like. We are going to fill inside these brows lightly. We don't want our brows to be very thick. We want it very natural. So you start filling in lightly. You fill it inside the brows lightly. You fill in lightly. And remember, we don't want our brows looking very thick. So when you are done with that, you go in with that your spoolie brush to brush here, the beginning of the brows. You are brushing it upward. You brush, you brush. Brush it upward. This is what your brows should be looking like without defining the brows. You do the same thing to the other side. So let's move forward to do the other side. It's the same thing we did that other side that we are doing here. Please pay attention. You go in to fill in lightly with the lighter shade of pencil. This is what you have. Going to brush the brows. The same thing you did to the other side. It's the same thing we are doing to this side. So you brush here, you brush it upward. If there's any way in how you want to put pencil, you can go into put the pencil. Please always make sure that your both brows are the same. Even if not like the same, but they look similar. You get. To brush it upward. Brush it upward. So this is where we are. We've not defined the brows, so let's get right into defining the brows. So when defining your brows, you need a shade of concealer that is 1 or 2 shades lighter than your skin color to define underneath your brows. So this is the shade I'm using. You put it at the back of your hand like this. Why I recommend mixing this palette in concealer, a single concealer, is because the palette concealer most of the time is always very thick. Like it's always very thick. So I mix it with the single concealer just so I'll be able to have the consistency that I want. I don't know if you understand. But when you are defining under your brows, you are using a shade of concealer that is 1 or 2 shades lighter than your skin color. This is it. With your angle brush. So let's go. Don't start here immediately. Start somewhere here. The essence of defining the brows is to make the brows to look neat. You can also use this process to reduce the size of the brows. If the brows was too big, you can reduce it when you are defining your brows. So you go in gently. Gently. Please, when you are defining, you spread the concealer. Spread it into your skin. My foundation is not closed now. You're also supposed to use your foundation, but this concealer is exactly my shade of concealer. So this place, you are supposed to use your shade of foundation to define here. Yes. Either your shade of foundation or your shade of concealer to define there. Just like that. So when you get to this point, going with your blending brush, you blend in the concealer into your skin. Please, I don't want to see anybody's concealer standing on its own. Like somebody can literally see your concealer and your brows separately. Make sure you blend everything properly. Just like this. Same thing we did this side is the same thing we are going to do this other side. You bring it down. Please, whatever you do, bring down your concealer. Spread it to your skin. So this is what you should have. Then once you are done, you go in, do the same thing, you blend in the concealer right into your skin. Just like this. This is what your brows under should look like. So let's define the up. When you want to define your upper brows, you use your shade of foundation or concealer, exactly your shape, so that it will be easy for you to blend. If the brows was too big, you can use this process. If your brows was too big, you can use this process to reduce the size of the brows. The same thing, once you apply your concealer or foundation, please you spread it. Spread it right into your skin. Then you go in with your beauty, your brush, your blending brush to blend it. The same thing we did under is the same thing we are doing up. You blend it into your skin just like what I'm doing now. You blend it properly. Somebody is not supposed to see your concealer. One secret to makeup is blending. That is it for that side. You do the same thing to the other side. You do the same thing. So when you are done, you have to cross check to make sure that the same hack you have here is the same that you have here. You should not draw different types of brows at the same time, even if it's not really the same, but at least it should be identical. So you have to cross check, and what I'm seeing now is looking as if this other side, the arc is higher than this side. So in that case, you just go over it. You reduce the arc small. You bring it down, so it will be the same with this other side. So I feel like this side is now higher than this side. It's been long I did makeup on my face. So right now I feel like the both brows are similar to each other. You blend the upper side. You blend the concealer into your skin. Blend. You blend down everything. If you look at this place, you see how natural it is. Please, your brush should always be like that. So this is where we are, and I feel like the brows is perfect. It's beautiful. So right now we are done. The next thing is to go back to your powder. You use your shade of powder to blend underneath your brows. Just like that. To blend to this other side. To blend. Same thing, you blend the upper part of the brows. Just like this. Yes. When you are done, this is what your brows should be looking like. I believe this was helpful. If you have any question, please let me know. Comment below. Let me know what your question is. I'm going to be attending to all questions that you guys are going to be dropping. So this is it for today. I believe you learned one or two. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.